I teach Humanities 9, World History 12, English 11, 12, Bible 8, ADST 8 and 9, that's IT, so computer class, as well as Career Ed 8 and 9, and Languages 9. Phew! So I teach quite a lot out of this classroom and sometimes a couple other classrooms, but mainly I'm in here. In my classroom, you'll see that we have hand sanitizer on the way in. You'll see that I'm wearing my mask that I wear when I go out of my classroom, but during class time, I can take it off as long as I don't sit really close to a student to help them. So in that case, I would pop my little mask on. I also have water at the back of the room where students can wash their hands. And we have hand sanitizer there as well, and a spray bottle to make everything sanitary. Also in the high school, we have a student handbook. So this is a really important resource for our students and their parents. All students get one of these at the beginning of the year. If they lose one, they can get another one at the office. Parents are more than welcome to request one. Most of the information is found on our school website though, so you can also go there. In our student handbook, we have a calendar, so all of the important dates, days off, Pro-D days, holidays are listed there, as well as special days like dress-up days. Students can write their schedule into the middle of the book. And then at the beginning of the book, we have lots of policies. So our technology policy, for example, that mentions that students are allowed to have their phone before school, during lunchtime and after school, and otherwise not at all. We also have our policy for homework. We have a homework club for grade 8s and 9s, our policy around school uniforms, etc. So everything that really you need to know is in your student handbook. As I mentioned, it can also be found on our school website, as well as some of the teachers at the school have Google Classrooms. So this is where we have all of our course content. Our courses have the outlines, the assignments, a lot of times they have materials as well, and parents are welcome to join a Google Classroom to see what's happening in their students' course. If you don't want to go into the Google Classroom and sort of sift through all of the assignments, I would highly recommend going to our homework boards on our school website, because there we just have really cut and dry what's due when. So that's me, that's room 108, the various courses I teach, and if you have any questions, you can always email me right up there on the board. Thanks.
Hi parents, I'm Mrs. Tansky. Welcome to room 109. I teach the following subjects, so Humanities and Language 8, Bible 9, Social Studies and English 10, Social Studies 11, Certifications 11, TA 11, Comparative World Religions and Missions 12. And so if your child is in any of those courses, I am one of their teachers. I'm also the homeroom teacher for grade 12s. Welcome to my classroom. There's just a couple of things I want to point out to you today. Number one is how to access the homework boards on our school's website. Every teacher in high school takes the time each day or once a week to put homework on the homework board in a place where you can access it. So if you just take a look here, I will direct you to the website. So this is the website, and up in the upper right hand corner is a button called Classrooms. Select High School. And once you get to this page, you'll see that all of the schedules are there for every student. And just below the schedules, every high school teacher's name is there. And if you choose the correct one, Mrs. Tansky, you'll find contact information and the homework board. And you can see that the homework is there. It's listed what it is. and what the due dates are. So that's a really handy tool for you as parents if you want to help your child with homework at home or hold them accountable to it. The only other thing I wanted to talk to you about today is helping your child get to class on time. This can be a bit of a challenge, especially for kids who are new to high school in grade 8 and grade 9. And how you can help as a parent is by making sure your child has snacks that are easy to eat and they are quiet to eat in class. Most teachers do allow students to eat during class time, but we would like it not to be crinkly bags of chips or big crunchy apples and carrots because it's very distracting. So if you can help, that would be really great. Very nice to meet you. Contact me anytime and I'm happy to help out.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Teedy. I'm a teaching assistant. I'm working with Mrs. Penner and I'm delivering science grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10 this year. I'm so happy to spend some time with your kids this year and I'm doing my best to keep them safe. They hand wash when they come in my room. If they're sharing stations, they're wearing their masks and they're sanitizing. So I'm doing my very best to keep everybody safe here this year. Something I wanted you to know is that if you ever keep your child at home for discretionary reasons, then I want you to know that I am putting as much material as I can online so that you can even check your child's material every day after class. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. When you go into Google with your kid, open up their classroom, and you'll see the classes that they're organized in. And in my Google Classroom, I have a bunch of topics. In the class documents, I have their homework by date. So you'll see what kind of things they've been doing and what's expected of them the next time that they come. September, we didn't do a lot of homework. In October, we're starting to add in just a little bit more to take home just to keep the learning reinforced. Thank you so much for sharing your kids with me. It's a pleasure.
Hey. Hi, I'm Mr. McKeag. I'm the high school math and PE teacher. I teach math 8 with Mrs. Bozan. I'm math 9, math 10 with Mrs. Bozan, and math 11 and 12. And then anatomy and physiology 12. I teach PE 8-9 and PE 10 to 12. And I also teach power technology 10 right now. I just want to continue to encourage parents to just stay up to date with your children for math, especially as they do math every day. Check their quizzes and their tests and their homework on a regular basis, especially those Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are those high academic days at our school. And to help students feel more successful for math, they can do all their corrections. So as they do their tests and their quizzes, remind them that they can do their corrections to those and check in with me, and I'll help them at lunch at any time they need with extra things to help them stay up to date. And they get marks for all their corrections. So please continue to help them and encourage them at home to come and see me if they're ever having any hard time. My email is chris@glardyacademy.ca, and the students have been using their Google Classroom, so lean over your children's shoulder to take a peek at that, and just encourage them. And please contact me if you have any questions. And that's me. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you soon. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chanel Pouzan. I've come alongside Chris McKeag this year as his teaching assistant to help with grade 8 and grade 10 math. This is my classroom. This is where your students, well, not your students, your children will be sitting while they are getting my teaching assistance. And I practice what's called a mastery program. So for your kids, they get to practice math over and over and over again. They get multiple chances to retry their tests so that all the skills that they need to succeed will be instilled in them and they will do great in the future. Have a blessed day.
Hi guys, my name is Mr. Smith and I teach Bible 11 as well as I oversee student council and chapels here at Phil and Jenny Ghilardi Academy. It's just been such an exciting year as God's been putting more on my heart as far as what Bible class could become. I realized for the last 3 years that I've been teaching it, it's been super academic heavy. People were learning tons about the Bible, but towards the end of the year you got the sense that people knew about the Bible but didn't really love Jesus more. And for it was largely because of the academic nature of the course and the focus on, again, academics as opposed to discipleship. So this year, Bible 11, the real focus is walking with the students, answering the hard questions, and allowing them to know the Jesus that I love and know. And so for me, and that kind of heart has bled into chapel a bit. Right now we're working through the book of Amos, and we're going to be kind of teaching what it means to be a person who loves the God of justice, who lives a life that expresses this true worship that God calls us to. I'm so excited to be delving into both Bible 11 and chapel, as well as overseeing the student council, but allowing students to be challenged in their faith and learn again who Jesus is. And I believe that when someone truly knows who Jesus is, they can't help but love him. So I'm so excited for that. If you're a parent to a student in my Bible 11 class, feel free to contact me at daniels@ghilardiacademy.ca. And if you have a question about chapel or student council or anything like that, feel free to get in touch. I'd look forward to talk to you. Yeah, thank you for being a part of the Phil and Jenny Ghilardi Academy community, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello parents, I'm Mrs. Davidson and I do fine arts at the school. I'm right now teaching art for high school from grades 8 to 12, and I also am doing piano lab. And piano lab is an alternative to band, so the kids that either haven't had band in the past or are having trouble with the group dynamic come into the piano lab, and we do sort of this alternate music program where they learn a lot of music theory, a lot of how to play by ear, and how to have a lot of fun with music without the same formal structure. We have studio art, which is the fundamentals of art, learning how to understand value and form and color and all of those things. And the kids always really, really enjoy it because art is not a talent. It is something we learn just like everything else. So they come away with a really good idea of what art is about. We also do digital art for the seniors, and that is all the online platforms. It might be making brochures, it can be doing posters. They just finished a Bitmoji animation, which you will be seeing at the Christmas program. So there's all kinds of interesting different ways they use art online, and so that's a really good skill for after they're through school as well. Both those classes, the piano and the art, are on Google Classroom. And in the Google Classroom, there are the full outline for the whole year. So it shows all the projects we're going to do, how much they're worth, what I'm looking for. So there's also extra teaching videos and things that are linked in there. So just about everything they need. So even if they're sick and at home and they feel, they're not able to come to school, everything they need to do is on that Google Classroom. So, take a peek at their Google Classroom if you have any questions. Other than that, I think that's just about it for what I do. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to get a hold of me. Crystal, it's like Christ with an E-L, at ghilardiacademy.ca.
Hi Ghilardi parents, my name is Roger Collin, and it is my pleasure and privilege to be the band teacher at Ghilardi. This is my second year, and I teach band to students in grades 6 through 12. Band in grades 6, 7, 8, and 9 is mandatory at Ghilardi, which is a great thing. Kids who engage in fine arts like music, we find end up better at all the other subjects. So we try to build for them in the band program a passion for the fine arts and a passion for performing. So in the music room here, we have all kinds of things for them to feast their eyes upon. Every month we have a composer of the month, and we have other things on our board that are conducive, hopefully, to playing with passion and playing for the love of the Lord, to be honest. So every year we put out a band parent guide which explains how things work in the band room. We've been working to improve this guide so everyone kind of knows, students and parents, what's required of them in the band room and in band class. So we're having great success here, and through the support of parents, we will continue to have more success. Thanks very much. So parents can contact me anytime through the office phone, or best to email me, roger@gallardiacademy.ca, or you can also get a hold of me on my cell phone, which is 250-218-1309. Thanks.